Hello, I am Diego Mangabera, and in this podcast of Mind Alchemy, I want to talk to you about some things that may be happening to you: stress, anxiety, lack of control in your feelings. Your thoughts are obstructing you, they are preventing you from doing everything you are doing at this exact moment. So I invite you to watch this video until the end. It can certainly help you. Besides that, I invite you, if you are not yet subscribed to the channel, just click here on the subscribe button, right, for you to receive all our videos. Besides that, activate the bell, right? Through the bell, you will receive all our videos firsthand. There in your email, through your cell phone, your smartphone, Android, iOS, or iPhone, wherever you are, you will certainly start receiving our notifications. So in these three strategies, I want to tell you about dominating your stress and dominating your thoughts. I have to say that the first strategy with you is that for you to have more results in your life, for sure it is you to list the most important things that you need to do in order to be successful in your life. But they are the real reasons that you have in relation to this stress. This passage that you are having in relation to your life, is it professional? Is it in relation to a specific person? So, some relationship? Is it a relative, a friend, or a colleague at work? Is someone close to you in your relationship? Wife, husband, boyfriend, or girlfriend? Who is this person that, if it is a relationship, causes you stress? It can be money, right? Money. It can be abundance, prosperity. It can be in relation to your past, something that you have not solved, but it is very important that you enumerate, put on paper, what is this activity most of the time. For this ease that we have today, we have access to many resources through the internet. You have access to the world, and most of the time you stay in this comfort zone that in fact people create, which is immediacy. So you say like this, Diego, I will do this later. And when you do this later, the after is never, and the never will never bring you what you imagine. So it is very important for you to make it tangible. That is, bring to your conscious mind what you need to bring. Most of the time we stay in the subconscious, unconscious, saying, no, I will do this after a certain date, after I leave work, or even at night. And most of the time you have not forgotten, you have not written anywhere, you have not put it in the post-it, you have not put it in any application of your home, and it goes on and on. And then in this case, this first phase, which is the base, like a tree, let us think about it. Let us think about nature. All the laws of nature are the same laws of the universe that apply to you, apply to me, and apply to all the people around us. If you are following this law, the same thing will serve to help you solve what is disturbing you now with your stress or even with your thoughts. So keep this very much in mind. Put it on paper. There are several things, but put a priority order. If you are having more problems in relation to your past, then put it in the first place. There are 5 factors. Put it in an order. The more you can be more descriptive, as if you were a teacher and student, you being a student and I a teacher at the same time, you analyzing and at the same time you tangibilizing, putting that, for example, by order of importance. This is what I have the most problems with now, for example, money. So if you analyze the others, you will see that in fact your energy is not yet directed to money, you are trying to solve everything. And like an octopus, let us think, you are actually not solving anything. You are dividing yourself. So if you divide by 2, you are dividing by 3, right? You are dividing yourself, so if you divide by 2, you are dividing by 3, right? So if you divide by 5, 50%, 20% each percent, and then there is no way. If you divide yourself, there is no way. The mind, in fact, either it is or it is not. It works in a very transparent, clean, crystalline way. And when you focus 100% to solve something, mental focus, that we say this inside the academy, we have many concepts in relation to this. And when you really focus, put your energy, put your focus, everything works. Second strategy, basically, is what? You have your priorities. You have your, let us think, action plan, right? Let us think, yes, about what you want to solve in relation to your stress to better control it. Then comes, how can we do this? That most of the time it is the question more, the biggest question that people ask to solve what they want in relation to thoughts, emotions, feelings, or even your stress or anxiety. When we talk about this aspect, it is very important that you, what? Do not focus only on how, right? I always say that because people, in fact, focus on how, right? When people actually focus on how, right? How do I do this? How do I do that? So if we go to do some basic research on YouTube, on Google, on your phone, in some application, when you put something, you put, how do I do that? How do I learn English? How do I study more? Or even, how do I not study more? How can I travel? How can I do that? How can I do that always in a very simple, practical way, which in fact will not give you work? But as the universe does not work like that, you break up, everything goes back to normal, and what? What is the most vicious thing you imagined at the end of the year, that everything would be good, peace, and love, is not what happens, right? So it is not very risky to say that many times people create false illusions, and these false illusions create a snowball that, as much as you think you have total control over your life, you do not have, right? There is someone in your life, there is someone in your salary, there is someone in what you want to solve in your life. So it is very important to master this, to assume this position. So if you just stay like this, how do I do that? How do I do that, my friend? There is no way you have to do the why keep this. Why do you actually have to do this? And then, in fact, you will have a much stronger solution. Imagine this. How do I control my mind? How do I reprogram my mind? How do I control my stress? Why do I have to control my stress? Why do I have to be happy? Why do I have to be prosperous? Why do I have to be rich? It is very different. It is about quality, not quantity, and then what comes in. For example, even the concept of a prosperous mind, which is not even the concept of this video. We have more videos here on the channel about it, but when we talk about a prosperous mind, we have to understand that if you have limitations, if you have beliefs about money, this will limit you for the rest of your life. Holy exclamation, but it is not just about money, it is about your life, your abundance. You see, thank everything you have around you, this interferes. The quality of your thoughts is the quality of your attitudes. So if at this exact moment you have not made this change of key, pay attention. Because most of the time people externalize, put it to the outside, and you must already be doing this, or maybe you already did this. Maybe you have a much greater understanding than you had before. But if we think, most people delegate tasks, delegate emotions, delegate feelings. So the guilt is never mine, and then creates a false determinism. So I was born like this, I am like this, I fell asleep. Everything is an external reason, and you never need to solve this with yourself. But since we are in another vibration, electromagnetic or vibrational, there is no way we even talk about the new era in relation to the eras of humanity. This in ancient times is sending us a new type of human being, a new type of attitude. So in this second aspect, keep this very much in mind. Why do you have to do this? What do you have to do in your life, and then you get what? A resignification third aspect, and no less important, is what? Is battle, is action, is to get out of the bench, go to the action plan, go to the field. And when we talk about this in relation to what? You make your mind tangible that we already did this in the first two steps and put this third aspect into action. So if we think like this, we already have what we want. Maybe unconscious mind, subconscious mind. We already opened some boxes here in the subconscious and saw that there is belief and that there is thought that is not ours that we won, in quotes, from our parents or from people around us, colleagues at work sometimes. And this is what? It opens new boxes. And then what? You are opening yourself, you are demonstrating yourself, you're looking at yourself in the mirror, and when you look at yourself in the mirror or you like it, you get scared. It is like leaving the matrix that we talk about. Even in the movie of 99, they talk a lot about it. It is to leave the matrix and see yourself. I am beautiful, I am ugly, I do not know I have qualities, I have abilities, skills, I have understood. So when am I going to put this to work for me? And then what is the action? This third aspect is very important. There are a lot of things that you have to solve. For sure, the video is short, but it is a call to action for you to start waking up, because most of the time when the person says they have stress, when the person says they have anxiety, or even says they have some aspect that is emotional, they want ready recipes, and there is no way you want a ready recipe while you do not do something inside. What is the inside? You work this day after day, consistency. Some extra tips are, you will have to work this for the rest of your life. It is work, yes. The law of nature is perfect. The law of the universe is perfect. There is nothing that happens that is not meant to happen. You must have heard this, but it is very nice to listen, and then let it go in one ear and out the other. Now, to apply it in your life, you either apply it or you suffer. Everything will happen in a natural way when you are aligned with the universe, with God, Krishna, Buddha, Allah, the universe, the multiverse, the great architect of the world, however you call it in terms of spirituality. Spirituality has nothing to do with the universe. Spirituality has nothing to do with religion. It has to do with breathing. We connect with ourselves, and when we connect with ourselves, nothing can interrupt our evolution because we are centered on who we are. When we are centered on who we are, we get better answers. This is hard. Not everyone wants to do this. And action is what demands people who have what they want, people who do not have what they want, people who will complain, people who will dislike this video, people who do not want to work in relation to this aspect, which is easier to externalize for professionals, for medicines, for what is actually common. If the common were synonymous with success, certainly more people would have much more success. But statistically, scientifically speaking, I study a lot. We do a lot of research here at the Academy. We realize there are many things that everyone is using, and in fact, it is useless in the practical sense of the word, not to bring more health, not to bring more quality of life. There is only one thing, which is work. Work, work. Make an effort, for sure. There are more videos that we will record about this, but already leaving here, our message, I want to leave for you. Wait for our videos, even give suggestions for topics for our videos in relation to the mind, spirituality. Besides that, give us a like. Besides that, put here, subscribe, and click on the bell for you to receive these new news. Understood? And we have our live too here on our podcast or channel for sure. Inform yourself that we will have much more news. I wish you an excellent day, a lot of light and prosperity, okay? A hug. See you soon. Bye.